Saturday, the Golden Hurricane looking to snap a 4-game losing streak in New Orleans, taking on the Tulane Green Wave. See all the action next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Sperry Casino, and by Pepsi. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and we welcome you to the Philip Montgomery Show. On Saturday, TU was right here in the Big Easy. New Orleans taking on the Tulane Green Wave, and unfortunately for TU, fifth straight defeat for the Hurricane. The final score was 38-26. Tulsa battled and kept coming from behind and kept struggling to get close, but could not quite get over the top, and Tulane has won to get to 6-3 on the year. In a moment, we'll be back and we'll talk about the lead up to the game and then first half highlights on the Philip Montgomery Show. It was the 26th all-time meeting between the University of Tulsa and Tulane, with TU leading the all-time series 14-11, but Tulane had won the last two meetings, including the one 2 years ago right here in New Orleans. So let's get the run-up to the game now, and of course the first half highlights with the head coach of the Golden Hurricane, Philip Montgomery, and my broadcast partner, Rick Corey. Guys?
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, Coach, coming here to Tulane, to a place, there have been a lot of really big games for this program. Got bowl eligible here, had a difficult time 2 years ago. Coming in, you knew you had a quarterback who could really run. What was your biggest concern?
Yeah, I mean, really just making sure we did a great job of tackling him. You want to get pressure on him and move him off of his spot from a passing game standpoint, but you don't want him getting outside of the pocket where he can use his athleticism and make big plays with his feet. And so, you're kind of fighting that double-edged sword when it comes to that. But he definitely is the key to what they do right now. Them getting the two running backs back from injury was a major factor, I think, too. I mean, both of those guys are very talented, and, you're adding them back into the mix, and now Justin can sit back there. I mean, he was 12 of 16. We got to do a better job of putting a little bit more pressure, but you're worried about him escaping. So, how you battle that, it's tough.
But Tulsa did a good job almost the entire game on keeping him contained. Other guys at times made plays, but so did Tulsa. Here's the first half highlights of the Hurricane and the Green Wave in Tulane.
From left to right, Glover approaches the angled run up to the ball. His foot is into it, high end over end and fairly short. Stokes takes it at the 5-yard line, right numbers. Now he comes to the middle and gets hammered and knocked down at the 12. A great special teams play. First down and 10 for McMillan out of the shotgun. Two receivers far side left, one near side right, and the handoff goes straight up the middle, and barging forward is Bradwell, and Bradwell charging across the 40. One receiver to the near side, two on the far side, and the handoff goes to Bradwell off the left side, and Trevis Gibson wraps him up. Almost no gain on the play. Might have gotten a yard to the 47 or 48, and it'll bring up third down and 2. It's 3rd and 2 from their 48-yard line. No score here in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Back to pass McMillan. Throws on the far side. Caught. A lunging grab by Tolles, and he gets shoved out of bounds, 45-yard line of Tulsa. Out of the shotgun is the quarterback, McMillan. High snap, he takes it, he gets hit in the backfield, but he shakes it off and runs up the middle. 45, 40, down to the 35, to the 33-yard line, a gain of 12. Well, and he has gotten a first down to the 34-yard line. Fake handoff, he'll take it himself off the left side. And now he throws it downfield on the left side. It is caught at the 20 to the 18-yard line.
I'm in a position to do it.
14-yard gain, and now a fake handoff and a throw quickly, and it's caught by McCleskey at the 5-yard line. Flags fly as McCleskey caught it, got to the 10, to the 5, and down to about the 3-yard line.
Pass interference, offense, number 82. 15-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
So the replay, Tulsa stalled on their first drive, and here's Tulane in TU territory. Out of the shotgun, McMillan awaits the snap, and now they look to the sideline. Three receivers near side right. One of them is a tight end, James. Tolles and McCleskey also here to the near side right. Here's the snap, and a quick flip throw to Tolles on a screen pass. Up the middle, he breaks a tackle and spins down to the 15. From the 22, a 32-yard attempt. Ryan Wright is the holder. The snap is back, the hold is down. Here's the kick on the way, and it is straight through there. So Tulsa does not score in their first drive. Tulane gets a field goal, find the Hurricane trailing 3-0. Again, Smith out of the shotgun, bunched formation, back to pass. Smith throws near side, flag flies, and it was caught by Keenan Johnson, who spun out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Holding. Defense number 33. 10-yard penalty results in a first down.
Receivers near side left. Again, the slot on the left is the H-back Palmer. Here's the snap, and back to pass. Smith throws near side. Palmer wide open, catches at the 40, near side 45, 50, and into Tulane territory at the 45 and 44-yard line. Knocked out by Kirshen, a gain of 17 on the play. First down Tulsa, and that is only James Palmer's second catch. One receiver near side left is Keenan Johnson. Actually, three receivers on the right. Here's the snap. Smith back to pass, throws right side, caught by Josh Johnson around the corner, outside the numbers, right side 35 and down to the 31-yard line. That's a first down for the Golden Hurricane. Third down and about one from the 22-yard line. They need the 21. And it's Corey Taylor in the game, and he smashes forward on the handoff. He is close. It looks like he has the first down. Alone in the shotgun, Smith has the snap. Blitz coming. He throws it high in the air, downfield, and incomplete for Stokes as he got hit and lit up again. Kirshen on the tackle. On the pressure, I should say. It's 4th and 16 from the 25-yard line for the Hurricane. Trailing 3-0 in the game. Out of the shotgun, Zach Smith looks to the sideline. And of course, against the wind and with, as Rick mentioned, the kicking problems, no thought at all about trying the 42-yard field goal. So here we go. Here's the snap. Blitz coming again. Throws on a slant, and it is caught by Crawford, spinning forward at the 15 to the 14, but shy of the first down. They had to get it down to the 10. And the over on downs. Out of the shotgun, it's McMillan. McMillan was 3 of 3 through the air for 36 yards his first time, and he fakes the throw and now hands it off up the middle, and that's a huge hole. Quickly up the middle, it's Hutterson to the 50, to the 45, down to the 40, to the 35, and the 33-yard line. Closing moments of the first quarter, and here's a fake reverse, rolling left McMillan. He walks into the end zone, touchdown. Bunched formation, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and back to pass. Smith throws to the near side and caught. Around the corner goes Keenan Johnson, 35, 40, 45, stepped out of bounds at the 43, and Coach Montgomery is saying, hey, he didn't step out at the 43, he actually got it farther down the field. It's 1st and 10 for Tulsa at their 43-yard line. Here's the snap, fake handoff, back to pass. Smith now throws it on a slant, it's caught. Beautiful catch at the 42-yard line by Crawford.
With the defender on his back.
Here's the snap and the handoff on a fly sweep left side. Stokes through a hole, and he gets hit right at the 35-yard line and dropped. Corey Taylor has 4 touchdowns, 3 last week for the Hurricane. Here's the snap and the handoff. Taylor barges in and scores a touchdown for Tulsa. It's 10 so far. At the 24, the handoff goes off to the left side, and a terrific play defensively by the Golden Hurricane as Tulsa's Zaven Collins knocks down Bradwell for a loss. Right motion from left to right by Santana. Here's the snap on 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Smith throws to the near side, and it is caught. Turning the corner, and it's Palmer. Palmer near side, 35, 30, 25. Down to the 22-yard line and out of bounds. James Palmer for Jacob Rainey, 9 of 16 on the year. Snap back, the hold is down. Here's the kick on the way, and it is good.
And came inside with that.
Here's the snap on 3rd down. Back to pass McMillan, high in the air, throws it down the right side, and an interception by Reggie Robinson, far boundary at the 45 of Tulane. And this time for Reggie, he played it perfectly, and no flag on the play. He covered Mooney like a blanket and intercepted it, and the Hurricane with a turnover on their defensive side, 42-yard line, 1st down and 10 TU. Motion from left to right by Palmer. Here's the snap and turns, he hands it off now and charging up the middle. Big hole as taking it up the middle for the Golden Hurricane. It is Corey Taylor up the middle to the 35, to the 30, down to the 25, and down to the 23. And he awaits the snap and has the snap. And again, they come with a blitz. They pick it up, a throw to the left side. Caught on the run, Josh Johnson, far boundary 15. Snap back, ball down. Here's the kick on the way, and it is good. And Rainey has split that one. And he's 2 for 2, the depth chart, but he's just as good as the other guys, I think. Here's the snap and the fake handoff, and now a quick throw to the right side. Caught by McCleskey out in the boundary, and he's able to break and tackle 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, down to the 7-yard line. Bunch formation again. McMillan has it, and he sneaks it forward and in for a touchdown for Tulane. The 1st and 10 at their 18-yard line. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Smith throws it quickly left side. Caught. Not much of a gain there. Maybe a yard, and the ball is fumbled. It is picked up by Tulane and into the end zone for a touchdown. Fumble, return, touchdown. Handoff, Shamari Brooks off the left side. Big hole, 25-30. Left side numbers 40, 45, 47, 48-yard line. Shamari Brooks with that carry. 23-yard, 37-yard field goal attempt from the left hash mark with 52 seconds to go in the half. Out of the hold of Montgomery. Snap is back, ball down. Here's the kick on the way, has the distance, and it is good.
So with that late in the second quarter field goal, the Golden Hurricane drawing to an 8-point deficit. They trail at halftime 24-16. Second half adjustments and highlights of the second half coming up next on the Philip Montgomery Show. Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. At halftime, the Golden Hurricane is behind 24-16. And let's get halftime adjustments and get you to second half highlights. Here's Rick Corey and head coach Philip Montgomery.
You had really good things happen in the first half. So what are you talking about at the half? And you're telling them, hey, we got to overcome the one play, but what were you looking at?
Well, I mean, we felt like we weren't stopping ourselves, but we just weren't finishing drives on a couple of occasions. You know, we're moving the football. We've got good rhythm. We've got good tempo. Guys are making plays and coming up big in some areas, and we just got to continue to keep grinding on those things, get our running game a little bit more consistent, and you know, let that offensive line really start wearing on those guys.
All right, so let's get to the second half highlights. A couple of more good defensive plays. Watch Reggie Robinson's interception. It's terrific. Second half, Tulsa and Tulane.
3rd down and 13 now from their 22-yard line for Tulane. 3 to the left, 1 receiver to the right on 3rd down. Back to pass goes McMillan. McMillan waits, and he throws over the middle, and it is caught by McCleskey at the 36-yard line. He gets wrapped up and tackled after a gain of 14. Christian Williams on the tackle. 4th and 4, motion from right to left, and now rolling out to the right, McMillan. He'll throw it downfield, a man is wide open. He catches it at the 5, and Stefan Hutterson spins into the end zone for a touchdown. The remaining 3rd quarter. Here's the snap, and Smith back to pass. Has time, now throws long over the middle, and that ball is caught by Stokes. 40, 35, 30, down to the 25-yard line of Tulane. 1-yard line. Tulsa down 31-16. A fake handoff, and now up the middle goes Zach Smith. Smith driving to the 15, down to the 12. He has a first down. Jalen Monroe made the tackle, 1st and 10 at the 12. Handoff up the middle and driving forward, and still driving those legs is Shamari Brooks. Keenan Johnson to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Here's a fake handoff, and Smith takes it himself, and he lunges to the 5, and he got 2 or 3 on the play. So Tulsa goes for it, 4th and 3 from the 5. To the left is Keenan Johnson. Nobody on the right side. Corey Taylor is the running back, and a fake handoff and diving forward and close, but I think he's short. Zach Smith faked the handoff and did not get the first down. Are now Crawford to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Here's a snap, and back to pass goes Smith. A flag is down, a floating pass to the near side, caught by Keenan Johnson. 40, 35, 34 yards. Here's the snap from Wheeler. Back to pass, Smith stepping up, throwing, right corner of the end zone, caught for a touchdown, corner of the end zone, Stokes. A perfectly thrown ball, and it's a 16-yard touchdown reception. 25. Looks like he got maybe 2. Of course, we're about a mile away from this angle. Fake handoff, back to pass. McMillan has loads of time, throws, and it is intercepted at the 40-yard line by TU. Reggie Robinson with his 2nd pick, and he gets tackled at the...
There's a stiff wind.
From the left hash mark, a 38-yard field goal attempt by Jacob Rainey, who is 3 for 3 today. Snap is back, the ball is down. Here's the kick, it is on the way, and it is good. At the 1, under center McMillan. McMillan sneaks it and is close. Did he get in? No signal. No signal. Looks like he's got it in. Looks like a touchdown. Still no signal. Touchdown. Very, very late.
All right, so unfortunately this one doesn't go TU's way, but Coach, in the second half, you certainly once again had opportunities, and there are things out of this game to point to, and it's a loss. There are no moral victories, but I couldn't be more proud of Jacob Rainey.
No, I was really proud of Jacob after, some of the struggles that he's had, especially last week. Stepped in there, made 3 big kicks, if I remember correctly. That last one into the wind right there, which was very difficult, and so you just got to love the way he bounced back, the confidence that he had, and we keep believing in him, and he did a really nice job tonight, and we did a better job from a protection side of that too. And then, you mentioned Reggie. I thought Reggie played exceptional tonight. I mean, they were, I think, 12 of 16 throwing the football, and he had 2 picks, so I thought he played both of those extremely well.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. On our feature segment, we go back 55 years to 1964, the Golden Hurricane taking on OSU, and, well, it was Halloween, and it was TU against an OSU team that was favored, but look what happened. Here's a look back at Tulsa's historic win over the Cowboys.
On Halloween in 1964, the University of Tulsa football team hosted Oklahoma State at Skelly Stadium. TU was still finding itself under head coach Glenn Dobbs as they came into the game at 3-2. But Coach Dobbs knew what he had. He also knew how to take OSU's words and turn them around.
Glenn he knew about every bit. He goes, "You want to hear what the Oklahoma State said about you yesterday?" And he told us. And every day he would fill us in on everything that Oklahoma State was saying. We're this, we're that. And boy, the time that game started, they were going to get their tail whipped.
Not only did TU have blackboard material, but they had a Halloween trick for OSU. The innovative passing game led by Dobbs, offensive coordinator F.A. Dry, and assistant coach Sammy Ball. In those days, defenses stacked against the run, which played right into TU's hands that day.
It was like shooting fish in a barrel. I knew from my experience with Sam that they couldn't play the run defenses that they were in that era of time against our offense because they weren't geared to cover that many receivers coming out of the backfield. So I knew we had an advantage going in.
I remember that we couldn't do anything wrong. Oklahoma State was not going to win that football game, not with the defense they'd set up.
They blitzed, they tried to do things against us, but if you blitz the outside guy, I just hit the hog receiver. They had never been against a passing attack like ours.
We had an unbelievable day. I mean, everything we did. I can remember catching a post pattern and having 2 defensive backs converge on me, Oklahoma State defensive backs. And one of them hit me high, and one of them hit me kind of underneath, and I spun completely around in the air and ran into the end zone.
When it was all said and done, the Golden Hurricane had totally dominated 61-14. Jerry Rome's numbers were astonishing for the time. 35 of 43 for 488 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Well, I had my father, my mother, my sister, my niece, my nephew, all of them watching the game. They all came up to me afterwards, and I just said, "Y'all have fun?" And they went, "Yeah!" And I went, "I did too." It was great.
And it was the start of a 6-game winning streak for TU. The Hurricane would win the Bluebonnet Bowl and finish ranked number 18 in the country. Back with more on the Philip Montgomery Show in a moment.
Welcome back to Philip Montgomery Show. Philip Montgomery, the head coach. I'm Rick Corey. Coach, Central Florida and Tulsa have had some really big games in the past. Haven't played them a lot lately. Friday night, huge game at home. Got to have a crowd. But when you see them as dangerous as they are, does any one thing stick out, or are they just really good overall?
Well, honestly, offensively, their philosophy is very similar to ours. Got some of the same backgrounds to it. They want to play really, really fast. They want to play with tempo. They got some really skilled guys on the outside, receiver-wise. They've got a young quarterback, but he's playing extremely well. And then they've got really explosive speed in the backfield. Defensively, I know they base out of a 4-man front. I know they got good players. Their D-line is extremely tough. But until we get back home and really start breaking them down, don't know a whole lot more than that. But I know they're a good football team. They're well coached. And we're going to need a big crowd coming Friday night.
Well, and it's a great opportunity for the city to show itself a little bit too, isn't it? You got seniors who have been so important to this team. It was 4 years ago on this field that Cooper Edmiston made his debut, if you will. He'd played some, but he was huge. He made a lot of plays, and your team got bowl eligible. You got Reggie, who had the 2 interceptions. There are seniors you really want to play hard for.
No, there's no question. I mean, you could go down the list, whether you're talking about Travis and Cooper and Reggie and Manny. I mean, Christian. I mean, there's so many of them. And those guys from the defensive side of it especially, because that's where all of our experience lies right now, those guys have given a lot, not only to our university, trying to give back to our community, and love for people to come out, show their support, and cheer those guys on and help us.
All right, so we need you Friday night. It's going to be a Friday game at H.A. Chapman Stadium, Tulsa in Central Florida. We'll check with you after that.
All right, guys, thank you again. It's Friday night. It's the Golden Hurricane taking on UCF, a special Friday night edition at H.A. Chapman Stadium, and it begins at 6 o'clock. So get your tickets now at 918-631-GO-TU or TulsaHurricane.com/tickets. For head coach Philip Montgomery and for my broadcast partner Rick Corey, I'm Bruce Howard. So long for now.
The Philip Montgomery Show has been brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, and by Pepsi. The Philip Montgomery Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.